You buy a specific red sports car, and suddenly you see that exact model everywhere, on the highway, parked outside, casually rolling through your neighborhood. The same thing happens with language. You learn an obscure new word, and within 24 hours, it appears in a podcast, a book, and a random conversation at a coffee shop. Psychologists recognize this as the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon, a cognitive bias where your brain suddenly flags a common object as a high-priority signal. This sensation of destiny is actually a byproduct of your brain's internal algorithm aggressively filtering reality to match your recent focus. Every second, billions of sensory data points hit your nervous system. Processing this simultaneously would be paralyzing. Your brainstem handles this traffic through the reticular activating system, or RAS. This biological bouncer blocks 99% of incoming noise, deciding exactly what enters your conscious awareness. When you learn a new word or fixate on a car, your RAS updates its priority list. Selective attention begins tracking that specific data point, while confirmation bias validates the pattern every time the target is spotted. The world around you hasn't changed. Your targeting system simply updated its filtering parameters to reveal what was already there. If this internal network acts as a targeting radar that dictates your reality, it's worth asking who is actually programming the target lock. For most of human history, survival required a radar tuned for threats. Our brains evolved to naturally bias towards spotting problems and potential dangers. Without intentional intervention, this default setting causes the RAS to pull every obstacle, perceived insult, and potential failure out of the background noise. This same mechanism explains why some people always seem to find the lucky break. If the brain can be primed to notice a specific red car, it can also be primed to notice specific market trends or social cues that others miss. Highly successful individuals operate with a cognitive radar tuned to detect wealth-building patterns and hidden opportunities that a standard filter deletes as noise. You can take manual control of this system through a process called cognitive priming. By feeding your brain specific, detailed goals, you force your filtering network to collaborate with memory centers like the hippocampus, giving new information immediate context and value. This intentional focus updates the specific criteria for what information is allowed to reach your conscious awareness. By understanding these mechanics, you turn a passive bias into a targeted tool for identifying the resources you need to succeed. To exploit neuroplasticity and update your brain's algorithm daily, you can use a methodology called the morning target. The first step is precision. Using the SMART+P framework, goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, and positive, gives your RAS exact coordinates rather than vague wishes. Step 2 is multi-sensory visualization. Engaging your sight, sound, and emotional state during mental rehearsal reinforces the neural connections associated with those targets. Interactive vision boards act as a daily code update, making the RAS hypersensitive to goal-relevant stimuli in your daily environment. We do not passively observe reality. Through targeted focus, we program the very world we perceive. Let's test your internal algorithm. What specific object or word recently appeared in your reality right after you thought about it? Share your experience in the comments. Now, let's give your radar a direct target for a live experiment. Your target word is antique. I expect you will see or hear this word within the next 24 hours. The moment the Baader-Meinhof phenomenon occurs and you spot your target, return to this video and comment synced. Stop just watching the world and start programming it. Like, share, and subscribe to master the systems behind your reality.